I'm Gaz, and this is Let's Quickly Play Hammurabi. This is a JavaScript port of a game that goes back pretty much all the way to the dawn of computer games. If you watched my Let's Play of 7 Grand Steps, there's a point in that game where you can become city administrator, and the agricultural minister is pretty much this game. The rules for the game are down below, but the basic premise is that we have to keep everyone fed and happy for 10 years, and 1 year is a turn. So, as it says here, every citizen that we have needs 20 bushels a year to avoid starvation. We also need to plant a new crop every year. Every acre will require a bushel to replant, but we are limited to 10 acres being worked per person. We can also buy and sell land. There is a market here with the price that fluctuates. 25 is pretty good, so I'll probably sell some land to begin with. So I'm going to feed 2,000 worth, and we'll sell, let's say 100. That'll allow me to plant, whoops, because it's calculating that we are selling that off, we'll only be able to plant 900. Now there are events in the game that can affect your overall stockpile. First of all, the harvest is different every year, and rats can eat your stuff. You can also be visited by plagues, which are actually a good thing because they lower the population and thus give us excess acreage that we can sell. And also means we have to use less bushels of our grain to feed people. So let's see how this goes. Could have been better. Could have been better. 2,000 bushels were eaten by the rats, but we did get 5 bushels per acre, which is a pretty good return. Now, I'm only going to put in 2,000. A few people will starve, but that's fine. At least, according to me, it's fine. Try it again. Well, that wasn't so great. We only got 1 bushel back, but the rats didn't eat any. I'm really hoping to get lucky and have a plague come, because that is really the only way I have found to consistently win the game. So let's put all of our eggs in one basket and put that down. No, that's a dumb idea. Let's sell some fields. We need a bit of a surplus, so this isn't great. 8 people came to the city, but I did get quite a good return there. So let's continue on. Now I could buy some back, and I may want to do that. It just costs so much right now. But if I did do that, okay, that might be acceptable. Well, this is actually getting kind of boring. No major event has happened. That is a very good price for the acreage right now. I could sell quite a lot. It's year 5, we're halfway through. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to sell 50. That's going to lower how much we can plant. So that's a big surplus there. Hopefully I can use that. I may also want to put that up to the actual amount. If you let too many people starve, you will lose the game, but even letting a few people starve ultimately affects your end score. The number of people that starve and the ratio of acreage to population basically determines your ending. So that's why I'm really hoping that we get a plague soon. But it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Thankfully the rats aren't eating everything. So let's keep going with that. 850, and you know what? That's actually... let's buy 100. That'll be 950. That might be a bit low, unless we have something big happen here. But if the rats eat anything, we're in trouble. Good! A horrible plague has struck. We now have only 75 people. That's going to make it much easier to feed them for the next couple of years. Now, when they die of the plague, it does not count as people who die while you're in office, so we can now lower that, and now we can only do a maximum of 750, even though we've got more acreage. We just don't have the people to work it. With that in mind, I think I'll also sell off some of this stuff. That's not a great price, but we'll still have 900 acres. Okay, population has gone back up. and the rats ate all my food. So that's not so great. Whoops. Right, we are in some trouble. I'm gonna have to sell off some more. Okay. Let's see now. I don't have enough. That's not so great. That's not so great at all. I can't buy any more acreage. So I'm probably not going to get a very good score here. Jesus Christ, not with that. Well, so much for this game. Let's go ahead and sell off some more. Oh, that's not good at all. I'm going to have to sell way more than that. You know, let's try 750. Yes, I know. I was going to change this. Thank you. Wow, now that was lucky. At the very end, half the people died, which gave me a great ratio of 10 acres per person when I started, and ending with almost 14. 15 people total died, 1.2% of my population. Apparently that's acceptable because it was a fantastic performance. Charlemagne, Disraeli, and Jefferson combined could not have done better. If you say so. Now, obviously this is a bit of a simplistic game, and this little thing here at the end giving me the best ending possible is kind of unbalanced, but this game itself was actually an extension of an even earlier game called the Sumerian game, and Hammurabi actually was expanded upon in several other games, and those games included things like raising an army and fighting off other cities and things like that. But I believe Hammurabi is actually still used sometimes as an early game to teach people programming, so it does still have a bit of a legacy. Anyway, that's it, so thanks for watching.